Ed Rand. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for October 23rd, 2019, 3 p.m. Eastern. We will have a time for change call tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on this line. I suggest that you'll see many more. They're, mind-boggling after a while. Different directions, different sources. It's just you'll have to use discernment on your own to determine what you're valid, what you're not, and that's temporary from a perspective. And I don't mean a couple of years temporary, but a while. But it is temporary for this civilization. The reason it's temporary is because of the fact, like the celestial chamber and like the crystal chamber and all of these other technologies that have been introduced to a certain extent. Us, civilization, have the ability to be able to immerse ourselves into the understanding and comprehension and clarity that we can literally transform anything we choose. Okay? Now, people say, well, what about the other civilizations? Aren't they more advanced than us? In a way, they have more knowledge of interacting. We've been sequestered here on this planet for many thousands of years. So you got to understand that we haven't been educated. We don't have that. We have the knowledge, but it hasn't been revealed to us or opened up to us. And so when you have a civilization that has literally been kept, kind of like in bondage for forever, and it not really knowing that it has been kept in bondage, what do you usually have? You have a very civilization that doesn't have the understanding to know that it is itself the power, the progression, the advancement, the creation, the manifesting, the peace, the joy, the happiness. And it isn't easy to make that shift because of the fact that we've been so well trained by external sources and influences from the cosmos. So we don't identify with these things very easily. We kind of look at them and say, that's just a bunch of gobbledygook made up. But it isn't. It's a reality. And once we begin to embrace who and what we are, which means that, we're made of pure, deep, eternal love. That's what our essence is. So when we understand what that means fully, and we have that relationship with our gods and ourselves and in our physical existence here in play, we start to understand that we can let go. We can, you'll know what it means. You'll know the feeling when you let everything go. You're not thinking about it. You're not focused on it. It's not burdensome. The more that we entangle ourselves in the physicalities of this world, the heavier and more stressed we become. Now, we don't know this. It isn't something that, boom, okay, we know. But it's there. And we're seduced into this material world. And we are constantly looking for ways that it's supposed to help us evacuate our physical understanding of who and what we are, and it will embrace it. What do? You go buy things. You buy this. You buy that. If you can buy things. Now, I've talked to a lot of people through the years that, and you think about this, when you have nothing, Really, when you don't have any material things, and you're just there. And then you have all of the other fears and everything. What am I going to do? How am I going to eat? How am I going to stay warm? How am I going to do this? But here's the interesting thing. If you go with the flow, if you really do, I mean, seriously, it takes a bit. It takes a bit. It is not real, it's not real lickety-split. But it's about letting go and just flowing, just going with the flow. No matter what it is, you go with the flow. By doing that, and I mean deep within your heart mind, by doing that, your worries and your stresses and your fears are almost non-existent. See? It's when you can't, it's when you put more wood on the fire and stoke it that you bring in much more. If you understand this, all of us are a magnet, okay? We literally are magnets. And the type of magnet that attracts that which we put out, okay? So imagine a magnet has this electrified field of energy, and it's sending out signals based upon what you are thinking, okay? Now, you may not be aware of a lot of the things that you're thinking because you've gotten so used to thinking them that they're just like regular run-of-the-mill. But if you say that you are in a position where you become angry, frustrated, and stressed, all right, what do you think is going to happen? You're this magnet. You're a magnet. So you attract everything. And you attract everything either through the heart mind or through the ego mind or through the subconscious mind. So people say, well, why can't I then, if I'm a magnet, how come I can't pull these things in automatically? If I'm a magnet, then why can't I just say, I want $1 billion, I want $100 million. Why doesn't it come then? If I'm this so-called magnet? Because I've had people say that. The reason is that you are not in the heart mind. You are in the ego mind. And the ego mind, without being overseen by the heart mind, is you're not going to get it because you're not in the flow or the frequency of going with the flow. And the frequency is high enough where you connect with the flow of source. Say, that's where it isn't on the money for many people. That's why they don't manifest the things or create the things that they wish. It's like if you're in a really good mood and you're feeling really wonderful, and you just kind of, wouldn't it be nice if I had this? And that's all you do in that moment. And guess what? Inevitably, it's created, it manifests. Inevitably. And when you get in that flow, see, a lot of people will get in that flow, but what happens is they get out of it really quickly. It's just gone. It's not there. They're back in the ego mind. And that's what happens. People say, well, there's no way you can maintain that forever. Sure there is. You operate from the heart mind, from the love and the caring and the compassion and non-judgment and the cynicism and the ego mind takes a back seat, and the pessimism and all of that fades away. In other words, you don't expect, you just know. You don't expect, you just know. And that confidence, which a lot of the civilization does not have, because they don't have the knowledge, the confidence is that it's automatic. You ever notice that when we really want something, and we're really, whatever it may be, could be anything. It's plethora, it's many things. But if you pick one thing, and it's just, I want. But if you are not in the deep eternal love, if you are not operating from, and here's the kicker, the highest of deepest gratitudes is the kicker. Most of us are not in deep gratitude. Most of us are worry, stressing, and fearing. It could be about ourselves. It could be a tug of war of what we're conflicting ourselves with, against the heart mind, the ego mind, against the subconscious mind. They don't give up easy. They're fighting, man. They want to stay in there. They want to be in control. And whatever it may be, if you're discombobulated, or you're stressed, or you're fearful, or you're angry, or you're frustrated, or you're in a hurry, or you've got to get this, or got to get this, you've got to get this done, and if I don't do this, what's going to happen here? And the projecting into the future, and then digging into the past and pulling it forward, you're not going to attract that which you desire. It won't happen. That's why so many people on this planet are so frustrated. It's about us inside. See? And when you realize that, and you really deeply realize that all of us are a magnet, super powerful, unmatched in the universe, then we begin to consciously understand what that means. If you send out a negative thought, you're going to attract more negative thoughts. If you send out anger, you're going to attract more anger. It is automatic. You don't even think about it because it's just so automatic. If you have revenge, or to get even, or you distrust, you're going to attract more of it. It's just that's what happens. And if you get out of sync with your God self, with your heart mind, you question everything. You're worried about things. You're stressed about things that aren't even there. What if this happens? And what if this and this? And how come this? And why isn't this happening the way it should be? And how come this is taking so long? You end up whipping it up, the energies, and that magnet that you are is just sucking in and attracting all that you are putting out. If you are not in deep eternal love, if you are not in intimate relationship with your God, with yourself, and you try to put out what you desire, I know it could be a coat, it could be a smile, it could be a hug, it could be anything. But if you are not in that groove, so to speak, firmly implanted, then you're going to attract everything that you're putting out there. It's more of the same, more of the same, more of the same. That's why so many of the civilization people's lives never seem to quite turn the corner. It's always the good pot, and you're looking and, is that the corner? No, it's just an indentation. It's not the corner. So I'll just keep walking. And it's crucial with ourselves. It's all there. I would love nothing more than to see this entire civilization and experience its ability to stay in deep eternal love, to stay in the heart mind, and to create and manifest whatever they desire, and to be happy and joyous and pleased and content and confident. And so you are the magnet. You are the magnet to every single thing. There are no exceptions. You're the magnet. Source creates this existence, right? Nothing is happenstance. Nothing. Oh, yeah, every now and then people say, oh, every now and then, life throws a little spark here and there. No, you create it. You may not be cognizant of the fact you created it, but you created it some way, shape, form, or another. So you are the magnet, is the meditation. And if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. And I'm sure most of you are. And the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to relax your body. We're not even aware of how tense and stressed our body is. We don't know it because guess what? We're used to it. We're used to it. Stress is always with us. Anxiety, worry, in different shapes, sizes, and forms, different amounts. So, as you relax the body, you just drop the shoulders, alleviate the pressure in the body, which is basically stress, worry, fear, in different forms, in different amounts. And you just let it go. Try to move yourself through the heart-mind, in the heart-mind, and into peace. And try to just be in that body. And allow the body just to release all of these thoughts that you have embraced that are just thoughts but then become realities. And be. Nothing else. So that the last 24 hours, of all the things that you've brought in and attached to yourself, just let them go. Doesn't matter what it is, let it go. Some of us, it's much more difficult than others to let things go. It's that feeling you have, you're keeping something year after year, and you go, I just can't let that go. I may need it. I may use it. I may need it for something. And you just hang on to it year after year after year after year. Same with your thoughts. So as you're relaxing the body, we're going to want to move into the now. The now is everything. Everything happens in the now. Past, present, future. The now. See? It is a complete balance of staying in the now. You're not running off to the future. You're not running off to the past. You're concentrating on the now. The very moment that each of you are in right now. This is a way and a part of stilling the ego mind, the subconscious mind. It is a part of moving into peace. Period. Now, relaxing the body, we're in the now, and we're going to want to breathe. Now, you want to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And you want to just breathe naturally. Just take a deeper breath. You don't have to, constrict yourself. Take in a nice, natural in-breath. And then a nice, natural exhale. Breathing is very, very powerful for these bodies. And most of us don't, some of us don't breathe at all at times, and others breathe so shallow you can barely tell we're breathing. We forget to breathe. You realize that? Some of us forget to breathe. So as we breath in through the nose, we hold it 1001, 1002, 1003, and then we exhale through the mouth. And for those of you who are new to this meditation and this now, this circle of light, the reason we do that is because it focuses on the now. Our breathing is the now. It isn't anything else. You can debate it till you're blue in the face, but it's not yesterday, it's not tomorrow. It's Now, it's the breath assists us in calming, in focusing, in moving into peace, in stilling the ego mind in the subconscious mind, being one with thyself. And we want to do this at least 6 times while I'm talking. Now, as we breath in, we're breathing in divine positive energy. The divine positive energy comes directly from that which is source. Collective consciousness is the universe, which is source. Everything is source. Everything is source. Mother, Father, God is source. Prime source, creator, God is source. Our family. Everything. So this divine positive energy communicates through our God, to our heart mind. And if we're conscious, then we are residing in our heart mind. Then we'll feel it. It's not like a voice. You feel it. This is communication. Communicates directly with your heart mind. And you are the omnipotent power source of everything that you desire. You're the magnet. You draw whatever it is you send out. Whatever it is, you draw it. It's like your magnet goes into hyperactivity and pulls it in. And you can't tell it. How do you tell that? How do you? It's by being conscious. You see, I'm not going to do that. That I know what'll happen if I do that. See, you're in that communication with your heart mind. You don't have the ego mind telling you what to do. So you're going, okay, I know where I'm going with this. See, this is you're converse with yourself. I know where I'm going with these thoughts. You know, I've embraced these thoughts, I'm creating them, and I'm sending out this stuff. And I'm this super powerful magnet. What's going to happen? I'm going to attract a whole bunch more of it. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to shift gears into my heart mind. And I'm just going to flow with things. I'm going to just go with the flow. When you send that out, you leave the magnet full throttle open. And guess what? The magnet attracts that which you are. Godly things. Joyous, your joy, your peace, your happiness, your bliss. It attracts those things. That's what it attracts. And the higher you become and the more at ease you are, it's effortless at that point. And you know, I'm a magnet. I literally can attract anything I desire. And I don't care to be in this thought process to attract this crap that I've been attracting. Now, when you breathe out any conflict of anything from the ego mind or subconscious mind trying to tell you, oh, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. You got to keep embracing these thoughts that we're throwing at you. You got to make them real. You got to create, because we're never going to run out of them, and because the ego is never satisfied, we're going to go do it forever and ever, uncontrollably, randomly, every which way. Okay? You breathe all that. You breath all that out. You don't need it. We don't need that stuff. If you wanted to swim, why would you put a 100-pound weight on you to sink you to the bottom when you wanted to swim? That's pretty much what we do. Okay? Well, I'm going to take a nice swim, but you've got a 100-pound weight around your waist that's going to pull you down to the bottom. But you're going for a swim. See? So you're the only one that can alleviate, eliminate, let go. No one else can do that for you. You're the one that can do that for you. You're the one who decides. Nobody else, just you. Your heart, mind, your kingdom of God. You know, how you're going to alleviate the control of the ego mind and the subconscious mind. With the subconscious mind, you reprogram it. The ego mind, you end up, it starts to understand that it's just going to take a back seat and it's just going to go on vacation. Remember, we are the heart mind. We operate from the heart mind. We are merged with our God, with Him. So we are, the body is earth, the God is heaven. We are heaven on earth. And we create paradise. There's no exceptions. This is why we're all gathered. We are creating a paradise. So arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light at the equator of this planet Earth. It embraces her, the mother. She is and has always been support for our bodies. She nurtures our bodies. She keeps them in balance so that the bodies can carry around the God. And so we encase her in deep eternal love, impenetrable field, and we as well are encased in this same field. It is emerald green, flaming, healing light of Archangel Raphael. It is the violet, blue, purple, flaming light of Archangel Michael. It's the white fire. It is the purple transmuting flame. Violet ray, golden white pink light of deep eternal love. Mother, Father, God, the masculine and the feminine, prime source, creator God, source, universe. And it is such a high frequency, deep eternal love, that it saturates everything on this planet, in it, above it, below it. It's super strong. And it nullifies all lower frequencies. All frequencies that are in survival matter energy. It nullifies them. See, the ideal process with our transformation here in this planet is that there will no longer be any of these low frequencies. Eventually, there won't be any. The frequency in our field will be so high that no low matter energies and frequencies can exist. If you took a third-dimensional body and you put it in a sixth-dimensional environment, it would tear it apart. It couldn't survive. This is how you can understand and comprehend the fact that our higher vibrational frequency eliminates all the lower vibrational frequencies. The more we saturate, penetrate all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond, the more there will not be the low frequencies of desolation, destruction, conflict, fear and anger and pain, and all of that is eliminated. And this is what we're doing. So, nothing can harm us unless we believe that it can. This is a deep-seated understanding, but the majority of the civilization literally abandons its omnipotence and gives itself the vibrational frequency of the lowest low. So we begin to float up above this planet, but in doing so, we're above the head. We're in the crown chakra. You know, it's like the halo that floats above the head. We are the God. We float above the body. This is where the heart-mind can go. And as we do this, and as we continue to float up, we're immediately compelled to call on our brothers and sisters, on the other gods of high frequencies, all the light energy beings, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. And only those across the board that are only of the highest, deepest eternal love, from the highest, deepest eternal love, can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They are in full compassion, non-judgment, benevolence, tranquility, peace, joy, bliss. And they come in the googleplexes. They fill this universe. One googleplex fills this universe. Several googleplexes fill several universes. It's unending, and they're all coming in. Arm in arm, hand in hand, in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest, of the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love. And our God light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon the archangels, cherubim, seraphim, archetypes, all of the angels, all of the civilizations that have been assisting our civilization for eons in love and joy and peace and kindness and support and compassion and tranquility and benevolence. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love, from the highest, deepest, eternal love, can join us in this meditation, this now, in this circle of light. They are kind, benevolent, tranquil, peace, generous and humble, non-judging, and they come in the trillions, arm in arm, hand in hand, their gods with our gods with theirs. They join us in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We're all love, and our God light energy is everywhere. We call upon the ascended masters. These are those who have ascended out of body throughout the ages and have left the matrix. They are here to help us, assist us. And in doing so, they take a risk of getting entangled back into the matrix. They love us, and we love them. And just to name a few, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, Abundantia, Moria. There are many, many, many. And so many names come flooding in that you just pick just a handful. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love, from the highest, deepest, eternal love, can join us in this now, in this meditation, the circle of light. They are in full compassion, non-judgment, bliss, joy, happiness, peace, caring, kindness, generosity and humbleness, benevolence and tranquility. And they come in massive numbers, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We're all love. And our God light energy is everywhere. We call upon the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, of Garta, beneath earth. All of these civilizations who are only of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They are in non-judgment, full compassion, benevolence, tranquility, happiness, joy, peace, bliss, generosity, and humbleness. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love. And our God light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon the galactics and off-worlders, all of these civilizations. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They have been assisting our civilization for eons in our evolution, in our enlightenment, in our ascension, in our freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, peace, tranquility, benevolence, joy, bliss, generosity, humbleness. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we are all one. We are all love, and our God light energy is everywhere. And we call upon our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They are in full compassion, non-judgment, peace, kindness, tranquility, benevolence, generosity, humbleness. They come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love, and our God light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms: in, above, below, and only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this meditation, this now, this circle of light. They are in non-judgment, full compassion, happiness, joy, bliss, stillness of mind, peace, benevolence, tranquility, generosity, humbleness. And just to name a few of them, fairies, the sprites, the elves, the dwarves, the gnomes, the trees, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, the mermaids, the dolphin, the whale, Pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur. And they come in the trillions of shapes, sizes, and forms, configurations of which we have never seen. And they join us arm in arm, hand in hand, in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs, and they are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love, and our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere. It is expanding through all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond, uplifting all of the lower matter frequencies into the highest, the deepest eternal love. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. This sphere sits center circle. We created this sphere. It holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion. Our meditations are in full direction, constantly, never ending. It can be seen, heard, and felt through all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. It is continuously in the highest of high frequencies through Source, Creator, continually pulsing out and transforming all low caustic frequencies into the highest high of deep eternal love. Feel it flood you, your body, your God, with the knowingness that you are the magnet that attracts all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. And that you either master it or become enslaved by it. It is your choice. It is your direction and your decision. And you have all of the support, strength, love, kindness, benevolence, tranquility, generosity, and humbleness, unending. All coming from Source, all flooding you inside and out. You feel it through the heart-mind. You can feel the vibration. You can feel that uplifting energy because it is you. We look down upon the planet. We see all of our brothers and sisters. We see all life, inside, outside, above and below. And they are flooded constantly. All of it, everything. In deep eternal love, in joy, in happiness, in peace, in benevolence, in kindness, in tranquility, in generosity, in humbleness. Everything, every creation is being bathed in deep eternal love. It's literally being catapulted into the highest frequency of deep eternal love. When we deeply love ourselves, when we hide nothing from ourselves, when we embrace that which we are wholly, unreservedly, completely surrendering to that which we are, the kingdom of God, your vibrational frequency will match that of Source, and you, as the magnet you are, will be able to attract almost instantaneously anything and everything you desire. And we wish and intend this for all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond, throughout this planet and throughout all existence. I'll join you in the meditation. I'll return to close us out. this understanding with you through the rest of the day, into the evening and night, into the following morning. Knowing who and what you are is the key to everything. This is why we talk about the journey within. The deeper we go, the more we learn about who and what we are, the God that we are, the kingdom of God that we are, and the omnipotent power that we are. It's never been outside. It's always been inside of us. So, to transform this planet as we are doing into paradise and to assist the rest of the civilization, first we must assist ourselves and know who and what we are. We'll be back here Thursday, October 24th, 2019 at 3 p.m. Eastern, and we have a time for change call tonight at 9 p.m.